yeah, just like he's just been like the most kind and supporting guy that I've really known in like such a short time.
Yeah, just fuck, he's a cool dude.
James.
Paris Hilton vision.
The next time I'm naked on Maslin's beach, I'm gonna think about you.
One particular night in public, and we're in the artist bar, and I was so blind I seemed to suck the faces off many women that night, and James was trying to stop me. And
He stopped you?
He stopped me because
that's a bad thing, right?
no,
Oh no, the women were resisting? Oh, sorry, I'll let you tell the story.
the women were I hopefully not, you know.
Sorry, man.
But I remember that he was like my wingman because he knew that I was doing something I would later regret.
Sure.
I
was joking.
no.
I do understand.
No, I try to be nice. That's why I'm on the lemon squash.
I remember him always like bringing us drinks and beverages when we were playing games.
He was like, he like...
I remember him and William being our slaves.
caught up with him that much, but I don't know, knowing James is like kind of, you feel like you know him pretty well, you know what I mean? Even if you're not catching up all the time, so I've still, even though he's probably got like other circles of friends and stuff, I still feel like a good friend of his. So I think anyone that knows James feels like a good friend of his. So yeah.
I agree. I think you know him for life when you've known him for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's just that kind of guy that brings out the best in everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we on?
Yes.
I remember I needed a van for a movie, and we needed a van and a van driver. And Jimmy James Miller had a van, and I was like, "Do you want to be the driver?" And he said yes. And so I put him in the movie.
Awesome.
That's the end of the story.
That's cool.
I always remember this weird memory of James showing us this Tenacious D video of where they're like, you know, what's your favorite dish? Oh, I'm not gonna make it, but I'll order you it from Zanzibar.
He was a good guy, we had good chats, and I always hung out with him at parties. And I've known him for a long time, we kind of knew of each other, and then yeah, I kept seeing around movie stuff, and he's always very supportive. And he's always encouraged me. I remember him telling me my portrait mode was the best portrait mode. He was like, that was the best portrait mode. And I've always been quite touched by it.
Portrait mode?
Yes, this interview thing.
Every time I hear that song, I'm like, yeah, James. He definitely introduced us into that one. Yes.
Alright, so on the first day of MAPS, Peter was showing us around the Hamilton campus. And we were in like this building of the normal high school. And I heard this like coins clattering. And I looked back and I saw this guy with this massive beard and this incredibly long hair buying candy from one of those candy vending machines. I was like, fuck, I'm gonna be friends with that guy.
Because James is so famous, did you feel like nervous to meet such a famous person?
Absolutely, like because everyone would talk about James Miller and he was such this rad guy. Like I built him up in my brain as being this person I couldn't talk to, and like the first time I actually met him, he was just so like genuine and lovely towards me. It was just like cracked this conversation and it was fantastic. And, like so ever since then, every time I see him, we just like have a conversation, like shoot the shit. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the dude's amazing.
We were on our way to Adelaide and we let James know that we're on our way, and you know, he was amazing. I think he had chemo that day, and he actually hung out with us.
Oh wow!
You know, such a huge thing, and I think he makes it so effortless for himself. You know, it's I think for us we take it as a big deal, and it is a big deal, but for James it's just something that he does, and I think that's part of the reason why everyone loves the guy so much. You hear the word nice being thrown around a lot, but I don't think that quite covers it. He's just such an amazing guy.
We're Rosie's best friends, James's little sister, so we've known him forever. Yeah. So yeah, we spent our whole childhoods with James.
James had a super sweet day with you and your beautiful mum, dad, and little Adelaide as well down at Goa. Tim, who just walked past, might remember that day down at Goa at the beginning of last year, and it was just a beautiful day down there in the sunshine and hanging out with you and
Hanging in the paddle pool.
Went out with went out for dinner afterwards with you guys as well, which is awesome. So many great memories, man, and can't wait to catch up with you a little bit more.
And actually see you tonight.
See you tonight as well. Have a chat to you.
My fondest memory of James is dancing with him at the artist bar last year at Fringe, and number one, he's just the best dresser. Like, he's got the style down, like the 90s grungy look happening. And yeah, I don't know if he was drunk or he was just happy, but he was amazing. And I was just like, I just want to dance with you. It was just, yeah, I really enjoyed it. We were both just having fun on the dance floor, and yeah, I just had a couple of good talks to him leading up to that night as well. So yeah, I'll always remember that, having fun with him.
When he was like a kid, did he jump around like performing characters or any?
Yeah, all the Mellows are very,
all of them.
very out there, very crazy, very love throw anything at you. Anything. They could do anything you wanted.
They love to throw things at you.
Yeah. No, like everything, like acting, and they could become any character you wanted. They're very good at scaring you. I remember being scared a lot as a child.